romance and adventure happen during the America's Cup series of yachting races. Hello everyone, welcome to another movie review, and this time it's on the movie Wind. This movie came out back in 1992. You can go and watch this over at Amazon Prime. That's where I wound up watching this. Sadly to say, it has no wins, no nominations, no. And the main cast in this is Matthew Modine, Jennifer Grey, Cliff Robertson, Jack Thompson, Stellan Skarsgård, Rebecca Miller, Ned Vaughn, Peter Montgomery, Elmer Alwart, Saiful Creswell, James Webborn, Michael Higgins, Ron Corbin, Ken Kensey, Bill Bull, Tom Fulvoy, Juan Palillo, and Matt Malloy. Oh, right. So, before I get to my opinions on everything, I do have to say something about this movie. I remember back in the day, I've seen this movie only one other time. It wasn't in the year 1992. I think it might have been a year afterwards, 1993, maybe 1994. I was very, very young, but watching it this time, I remember some of the scenes, and it's like, oh wow, I think I might have seen this before, and I really do believe I've seen this before, at least once, way back when, like I said, 93, maybe 94, but it wasn't really on VHS or in the theaters. I think it was one of those movies that I saw on TV. Yeah. And I remember hearing about how, and I remember something like based on a true story. So it's like there's something that was in my head based on a true story. So after I wound up watching it this time around, I wound up Googling it, and sure enough, apparently I was kind of right. It's not exactly, but loosely based on the true story of the New York Yacht Club's loss of the 1983 America's Cup, and the movie follows the events of that race and the race that happened in 1987 America's Cup. Yup. So, somewhere deep in my mind, I was kind of right, kind of not. Anyhow, let's go over to my thoughts about this movie. Alright, so, what do I think about the cast? I think the cast was probably, yeah, it was the best part of this movie, the best part. I think they all did a great job. I know Jennifer Grey from at least two other movies. Ferris Bueller's Day Off, which is one of my most favorite comedy movies of all time. And the other one that I know her from was the first one of Dirty Dancing. Yup. And she was amazing in that. Sad to say, I don't know her from anything else, but based on those movies and this movie, she's an amazing actress. And I think the rest of the cast also did a great job. If I had to pick one that was the best, that went above and beyond, it would have to be the main actor, which was Matthew Modine. Yeah. I think he was the best one, though. And it's not to take away from Jennifer Grey. I think she did a great, fantastic job. But I feel like he was a bit better. Oh wait, so going over the other aspects. Graphics, first time and type. This falls under the genres water sport, action, drama, sports. And I agree with that. I totally agree with that. And considering for its time and type, I think the graphics were awesome. They were awesome. The story. To me personally, I thought the plot itself was very good. And what would you expect? It's kind of based on a true story, and normally, not all the time, but normally true story movies tend to have some of the best plots, if you ask me. Normally they do. Not everything does, but normally most of them do. And this one I find is no exception. I think it had a very good plot. It might not have been written as good as it could have been, though. I think they did a really good job delivering the plot to us, but it could have been written much better. Yeah. But that being said, I also have to take into the fact that this was also based on a true story, and they probably did the best that they could. I don't know. I just feel like it could have been written much better. That being said, I've talked about everything. Yeah, I've talked about everything. So, IMDb, with all the users combined, gives this movie a 6.4 out of 10. What do I think? Well, my thoughts. I very much enjoyed this movie. I love this movie. I think it's a very good movie. Maybe not an amazing movie, but a very good movie nonetheless. And I'm kind of like right though with IMDb this time. I give this movie a 7 out of 10. 7 out of 10. That's my rating. It's a very good watch. I hope you guys have enjoyed this. And if you love this movie or did not love this movie, you can let me know in the comment section down below. Let me know what you think, what your thoughts are. I always love your comments, whether you love the movie or hate it. You can like this video, like this review, and you can subscribe to my channel if you love my content. So thank you all for taking time to watch, and join me next time for another movie review I intend to do soon. I am out.